Hello, today is 1/22 of 26, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently quarter till 11, and I'm getting ready to have my first meal of the day. So I made myself some coffee. I used 1 cup of Fairlife 2% milk, a serving of whey isolate protein powder, a serving of collagen peptides, and a tablespoon of MCT oil. I don't know where I put it. Um, and then I'm going to have a donut from Conscious Comforts, which is a local bakery in my area that makes gluten free, sugar free donuts. Very clean ingredients in these. And I have made myself some French toast, which I have not had French toast in like, I can't even say how long. It's not something that I ate often before my change in diet. So it's not like I can say, well, it was, April of 2024. It was probably longer than that. But it just sounded good today. I am using this Love and Fresh keto friendly white bread. And then I used 2 eggs and about a quarter cup of Fairlife 2% milk and a little bit of salt for my custard batter. I am going to top it with this Hungry Jack sugar-free syrup. I know, not super clean. It's what I have and I like it. After this, I'm going to make my lunch. I actually plan to be gone um, all day. Like I literally will not be home until probably at least 8 to 9 o'clock tonight. So I'm going to make some food to take with me, and I'm trying a new recipe. So I'm excited for that. For the rest of my day, I am going to stop at a coffee shop and I will have a cup of coffee there, which will be made with whole milk. Probably like a half cup will be, I get a small iced latte. So about a half cup of that is what I'll have. And then I'm going to take with me some of my blueberry chia pudding. I will link to this recipe in the description below. It'll be 1 serving. So my carbs will be higher today. I understand that. This has, I think it's like 18 and a half net carbs in it because it does have blueberries in it and then yogurt and stuff. So it's fine because I'm not getting it from I like added sugars and things like that. I feel okay with that and I should still be under 50. I am going to top it with some granola. So this is from the Gourmet Granola, which is a local business in my area. And honestly, I had forgotten that I had this and found this the other day, and I was like, I should probably use that up. So I'm gonna add it to my chia pudding. And then I am making a recipe from Maria Emmerich. This is the 30-day ketogenic cleanse. I was so excited when I went to the library last week. I have gone through like all of their cookbooks. So I was excited to see that they had some new cookbooks in, and this is one of them. So I was excited for that. What I am making is a salmon stack. So to me, it feels like sushi, but with like without the rice, and so like deconstructed. That's what it seems like it's going to be to me. And I hope that it's delicious. I also did not eat my donut. I was so full after my French toast. Like I just couldn't eat my donut. But I will take it with me because I might want it when I have my coffee later today. So, of course, I'm going to adjust this recipe to meet my goals and the things that I like. I'm starting with the recipe is for tuna. I'm going to use salmon. I'm going to use a packet of this chicken of the sea, Alaskan pink salmon. So in the container, which is what I will use, this recipe will make 2 servings. I'm going to eat both servings. So in a package, there's 150 calories with 2.5 grams of fat, no carbs, and then 31 grams of protein. I am adjusting the mayo. So the original recipe calls for a quarter cup of mayo. I am only going to add a tablespoon of mayo, and I'm actually using light mayo too. The reason for this is I really don't think that I will want that much sauce. I've never been a huge sauce person, so I just don't think I'm going to want that much kind of like sauciness to it. Also, just for the calories, because I am on a weight loss goal right now, I do want to, just kind of minimize my calories where I can. All right. And then I'm going to add the recipe calls for a teaspoon of hot sauce to go with this. I'm only going to add about a quarter teaspoon. And then I need just a dash of salt, a dash of pepper, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. Now, the original recipe says to like mix together the sauce ingredients and then add some of it to the meat and then like leave some of it off to the side so you can kind of drizzle it on the top. I don't need to be that fancy. I'm just going to mix it all in. I got that mixed together. I kind of put it off to the side. I think I do, like, I don't think I want everything all together until I'm like ready to eat it. I have a quarter cup of chopped purple cabbage. It might be more than a quarter cup, but I'm not worried about it. And the same thing with my cucumber. And then I have a whole avocado. And I have chopped it into a dice. I'm going to get it into my bowl. Kind of make some room for it. And then I'm going to add some lime juice to it to help keep it from browning. The recipe says you can use lemon or lime. And really fresh is best, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to use the little bottle. So just squeeze some of that on there, and I will kind of try to mix it up a little bit as best I can in this little space that I have. This might not have been the best idea, but whatevs. And I think I will also just kind of top this with the avocado part, top it with a little bit more salt, just because I find that avocado like definitely needs salt added to it. So I'm just going to sprinkle some on there just to like make sure that that part's getting seasoned. And then I have some sesame seeds. Just going to sprinkle some over the top. I'll be back later, probably from my car, to let you know how this tastes. I forgot. I went to Aldi yesterday and I got this no sugar added gelato, chocolate peanut butter. Um, we already have some ice cream in the freezer that like my kids are going to eat and my husband will eat. Um, so I wouldn't normally like buy it this soon because we've already got 2 pints of ice cream in the freezer. But at Aldi, you don't like you don't always have access to the stuff. Like they get special things in and then they never get it again. So I wanted to get it like while they had it. So I just want to taste it. I don't want to have very much of it, but I just want to know what it tastes like. It's got a lot of peanut flavor to it, like a lot. And I didn't realize it has like chunks of peanuts in it. They're not very big. They're pretty small. It's almost like you would get like those like crunch bars with like the little tiny pieces of like whatever's in those. So they are small, so it's not terrible. I normally don't like things in like my ice cream or my breads or anything like that, but it's really not bad. It's a lot of peanut flavor, which I really like. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate, so like I like that. I like that it's got this really nice fresh peanut flavor to it. It's good. So in a serving, and there are 3 servings in the pint, right? So in the serving, there are 200 calories with 17 grams of fat. There are 18 carbs with 1 fiber and then 1 sugar alcohol. So I'm not exactly sure where all those carbs are coming from. So this would be 1 serving would be 16 net carbs. Now, granted, I would not eat a third. Like I would eat like 2 bites at a time. So I'm not concerned about having this. I'm not really sure where the carbs are coming from because when I look at the ingredients, like I'm not seeing it. There's water, allulose, organic peanut butter, coconut oil, cream, egg yolk, whey protein concentrate, glycerin, cocoa, um, roasted peanut, roasted peanut extract, gar gum, Himalayan salt, pink monk fruit extract, and then natural flavors. So I read this label and I'm really, it has to all be coming from like the cream and I'm not really sure where all these carbs are coming from. But again, I'm not going to eat enough to have it like be a problem for me. But I understand if you are a person who like really loves ice cream and you're going to be like eating the whole pint, right? Then this probably isn't for you if you're trying to follow a ketogenic lifestyle. The flavor is good. I'm not a huge fan of gelato. I just like it's not the texture that I like. I prefer like an ice cream kind of texture, but the flavor is decent. Like the other two the other two ice creams that I have in the freezer, I I won't eat. But like this, I could see me being like, "You know what? I just want something a little sweet and I'm going to have a bite of ice cream." I could see that, well, it's gelato, but I could see myself doing that.
It is 3 o'clock, and I am having my lunch or second meal of the day or last meal of the day, however you want to look at it. So I am trying the salmon bowl. It's really good. I do find myself craving more salt. Like, I think some soy sauce on it would be fabulous, but it is really good. It's gotten really nice flavor. I'm glad that I only added the amount of mayonnaise that I added to it. I think I could handle a little more spice, so maybe a little more of that hot sauce, but it is delicious.
Today, I got to do what I wanted. And so that was really nice because I was able to get my workouts in the best time that like worked for me to like have the most benefit from my workouts. So I went to the gym probably I think it was around noon and I did a full body moderate strength training workout. So like I normally lift in my back bar squat. I'm at like 60 pounds. I went down to 50. So just a little bit less than I can do like with my, hard or heavy strength training. That's what I wanted to do. So I did a single leg calf raises weighted, push-ups, side planks, single leg Bulgarian split squats, which are single leg. So I don't know why I wrote single leg. Hammer curls, planks, overhead press, and then back bar squats. And then I just walked on the treadmill for like 30 minutes, just really light, to help like calm my body down. And then I ran a bunch of errands and did stuff and ate and whatever. And then I went back to the gym. I probably got there around 6:30, and that's when I did my cardio. So I did a half an hour of rowing and a half an hour on the stair stepper. And so that was just really nice. Like it was like the perfect way to split it up so that I'm not stacking that stress and to have that cardio like later in the evening, which will help me sleep better. So I'm really glad that I was able to do it that way. One of the things that I got while I was out and about and at the store is these zero sugar Oreos. Um, Not something that I will buy, like, I mean, the ingredients aren't great, obviously, but they also have, like, way more carbs than they should have. It's 16 carbs with 2 fibers and then 6 sugar alcohols, so it's 8 net carbs per 2 cookies. 2. So, like, it's high carb. I mean, it's not really high carb, but like, it's definitely higher carb than I would want, but I wanted to try them. So they smell exactly like an Oreo, but they don't taste like an Oreo, which is actually kinda nice. They're just not as sickly sweet as, like, a traditional Oreo, and so that's nice. But the flavor also, like, it doesn't remind me of an Oreo. It's not like, "Oh, I get that, Oreo hint of flavor." It you don't. To me, they don't taste like Oreos. It's not a bad cookie. I'm actually surprised that I like it. I have never liked like the generic, chocolate sandwich cookies or Oreo cookies, the generic Oreo cookies. I never ate them ever. I didn't like them. I didn't like them. So I'm surprised that I like this. I do. It's a decent cookie. It's not like, really special. Like, an Oreo to me is, like, special. Like, it's got this very distinct flavor that's really good, right? This doesn't have that, but it's a decent cookie. So I just wanted to let you know my thoughts on it and to let you know, like, you might not kind of fully be aware of like, a lot of times when you see something that's sugar-free, like, it still ends up being high carb and or higher carb, I should say. And this like definitely does. And the first ingredient is unbleached enriched flour. So that's probably where most of those carbs are coming from. And then it does have maltitol in it, and it has like palm oil and polydextrose, right? So it's definitely not a clean thing. It is nice that it comes in a bag of, I don't know, 10 or something. I don't know how many are in there. 10 of these individual packages. And I do like that because if, like, maybe you're not keto, maybe you're just like low carb, or maybe you're going to have one for a treat every once in a while. It's nice that like the whole package doesn't get open and they either like go stale, or you feel like, oh, I've got to eat these to use them up. Like they will stay fresh in these little packages for a long time. So I do like that they are packaging it that way. Okay. So I ended up with about 1,800 calories today. My protein is 168, my net carbs are 50, and my fat is 85. Yes, my net carbs are higher again today. It's largely due to my chia pudding, which I am really enjoying. I only have one serving left. I will eat it. I probably won't like make that again soon, just because I've been having a number of days with like these higher carbs, and I don't want to get used to that. So, um, I won't continue to do that, but I do want to use up, what I have made. My caloric deficit is high. It's 500, not terrible, but it is on that higher end of where I kind of want to be. But as long as I don't have days and days of that, it'll be just fine. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.